Hello and welcome. Today, Iffi The Car Guy feels proud to bring you Toyota Fortuner. It is an SUV that is built on Toyota Hilux pickup platform and it features 3 rows of seats, 2 in the front, 3 in the middle and 2 folding seats at the back. Since it is Toyota, so there is no question about its reliability and durability, and having have impressive all-terrain capabilities, it has garnered admirers in many other parts of the world. And in this part of the world, owning this SUV is seen as a bona fide status symbol.
The Fortuner was originally assembled only in Thailand but later also in Indonesia and other countries. Its first gen production lasted from 2005 to 2015, such as the one you can see here in today's review. The second generation started from 2015 onwards. The first gen Fortuner is still available as used import and also brand new local assembled from Toyota Indus. Prices for the new ones are around the 5 million mark. The used imports can vary depending on the model, but for a recent model, expect to pay anywhere from 4.5 to 5.5 million for a clean example. The used imports have more choices of trim levels with better equipment. But keep in mind that most of them are the 2.7-liter version due to the high tax regulations and attractiveness to the local market. Under the hood, Fortuner comes up with a 2.7-liter VVTi inline 4-cylinder engine that kicks out 158 horsepower at 5200 rpm and 241 newton meters of torque at 3800 rpm. With a 4-speed ECT automatic transmission attached to it, it delivers fuel economy of all combined 8 kilometers per liter. It is not the most powerful setup out there, but it is durable and good enough at doing its job. The Fortuner has somewhat softer feminine looking lines to make it more appealing for its target market, that is, for making it appealing to the mom doing the school run or the shopping run. But pointing that out to the locals who buy this vehicle specifically for posing, you will start a huge argument. To them, this is the ultimate masculine statement. Don't worry, guys, it is what it is. If you look at it, all SUVs have these kind of soft lines. Let's just call these vehicle metrosexual looking and leave it at that. Looking at the front, it has this chrome grille and headlamps have these projection headlamps for low beam and halogen type lamp for high beam along with halogen type fog lamps. This top trim model comes up with TRD body kits. As usual, it has big boxy design with good functional lines. It has good ground clearance that is very popular with people living in rural areas with bad or unpaved roads. Due to its big size, more often than not, it does become a headache to drive on small village roads and streets as it can cause traffic jams due to its size. Now let us check out the interior. It comes up with immobilizer security and you can lock and unlock the car through these buttons in the key. It has power windows, electric control side mirrors. It has the usual Toyota design dashboard with typical Toyota style instruments. It comes up with leather interior and the driver seat is 6-way electrically adjustable.
This driver seat is fully adjustable through this electric button and it has height adjustment as well. The steering wheel has tilt adjustment but it does not have any telescopic adjustment, but that's not a big problem. I think most of the drivers would be able to find a comfy driving position.
While the passenger seat can slide and recline manually, but it does not have any height adjustment. These leather seats are comfortable enough for long journeys. Drink holders for mid row passengers, and cup holders on either side of third row seats. Cabin comfort has not been disregarded. While inside the Fortuner is a good place to be with lots of room, this cluster comes up with LED Optitron with chrome ring and illumination can be adjusted. Here is a little multi-information display screen which shows up different parameters such as time, temperature, average fuel economy, instantaneous fuel economy, average speed, eastern time, driving range within the available fuel and a compass. Underneath this is a multimedia system with 7-inch screen and it has iPhone, iPod, USB and Bluetooth connectivity. Down below is a fully automatic climate control and two storage pockets on either side. A 12-volt power outlet, a button for the rear air conditioning control, a cup holder with small cubby, handbrake, a decently sized center console which serves the purpose of armrest as well. It has a decently sized glove box along with bins and cubbies in the doors to hold your bottles. The center cluster part of the dash surrounding infotainment system is finished in black wood grain which looks really nice.
Speaking about the second row seats, this floor is quite high and that is why the headroom is just adequate for adults. However, there is sufficient amount of legroom for the rear passengers. The second row seats does offer some versatility. They can be moved forward and backward and they also have recline adjustment as well. Another good feature is this air conditioning vents for the rear passengers with a separate control. It also have this armrest for the rear passengers. Now let's jump into the rear seats. These second row seats can be flipped forward in a two-stage process to allow access to the rear seats. Depending on how far back the front seat is, you can scratch the back of the seat through this headrest. These third row seats has been designed to fit in two people. It has recline adjustment and air conditioning vents for the rear passengers. However, due to limited amount of legroom and headroom, I would say that these seats are best suited to children.
Now let us check out the boot space. There is some cargo space even if the rear seats are in use. When not in use, these third row seats fold against the side of the luggage area and need to be clipped in place with a tether. It's not particularly neat and soaks up valuable luggage space. You can even also fold one seat for luggage and your kid can sit on the other one. Speaking of which, with only 5 seats in play, the load area is otherwise deep and broad, making for a handy space to load the family's gear. Even the middle seats can be folded to carry bulkier objects, but with 2 persons only.
Now let us start up the engine. Put your foot on the brake and turn the key. Now this vehicle has done 31,350 kilometers on the clock. It has trip meter A, trip meter B, and nothing else.
This high body model has been criticized as unstable and not aerodynamic when running at higher speeds. The body roll at high speed does not inspire confident driving. Fuel consumption is a concern for many who buy it but cannot afford the fuel or maybe just to save on fuel fit CNG kits, which in my humble opinion is destroying the engine.
Let's first get the negatives out of the way. The steering of Fortuner is no way bad. It actually has good response, but due to the way it is set up, it feels vague and lacks responsiveness. Now going around the corners, the SUV leans quite a lot. That makes me think of replacing the standard shocks and springs for better and sportier feel. The standard Dunlop fat tires do help in softening the road bumps. As you might know that we here in our country have choice of 2.7 liter, but you may also get the 4 liter V6 or a 3 liter diesel if you look around the import market. Obviously the bigger V6 or a turbo diesel is best option with more power, but this 2.7 liter is no slouch either. It has what it takes to take on the dirt roads of rural Pakistan. As is the case with most Toyota SUVs, the Fortuner has all-time four-wheel drive with a lockable center differential. While nowadays most SUV features an electronic knob, the transfer case in the Fortuner still uses an old-school manual shifter. The live axle in the rear helps things more, especially on unpaved roads of Pakistan or maybe if you are off-roading.
Brakes on Fortuner comes with disc drum configuration with 11.7-inch rotor and 2-pot caliper up front and drum in the rear. Now the Fortuner is built in the tough as nails Toyota Hilux platform, which has been proven again and again as very durable and reliable. No doubt the Fortuner has inherited those genes. It is a tough go anywhere vehicle, and being a high SUV, it is a safe place for the people inside. Overall body length is 185.2 inches, width is 72.4 inches, height is 72.8 inches with a wheelbase of 108.3 inches. It comes up with these 12-spoke 17-inch alloy wheels with two 65/65/17 size tires.
So, if you have more than 5 family members and you want a family touring four-wheel drive wagon, then you may wish to consider the Toyota Fortuner. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please leave a comment and stay tuned for upcoming reviews of new cars.